Hello, welcome to the weekly bump. Oh my gosh, is this not the clumsiest energy ever? Uh, like, it is just like clunking along. It is weird. It is strange. It is intense. There's a lot being said. Aries Mars has no filter, right? I mean, an Aries Mars is definitely someone who acts first and then thinks later. But that's what's needed. That's sometimes we need to do that because it's the only way that our true authentic desire really comes out. It's like we're all kind of walking around a little bit inebriated by this Mars stuff and this Uranus Sun square. Like now the sun is making its way into a square with Uranus. And so the agitation and the shift and the revolution in your life, like it is happening right now. And some of you are going to take some big losses. Some of you are going to get some big gains. Either way, this is the change that has been needing to happen probably for a really long time. And no matter which end of the spectrum, whether the loss or the gain, no matter which end of the spectrum you're at, this is go time, right? And I've said that at the beginning of the month. It's go time. And when you use this energy to build momentum, this whole year could be just like straight shot forward, regardless of the retrogrades, right? This is an interesting year because Mars and Venus do not go retrograde all year. So because those are really close home personality planets, of course, the sun doesn't go retrograde, obviously. Because those are really close, like we have a more smooth year. We're going to get dunked down a couple times, but that's normal. That's cyclical. We go through that every year. It's not a big deal. What do we got here? Okay, so three of Cups reversed. First of all, it's time to get serious. We are in a position where we cannot avoid the stuff anymore. Like it's down to the wire. Three of Cups reversed to me is always like, we got to stop fucking around. Some of you may discover something, like if you're in a romantic partner, you may discover something about that, or you may discover something about your business partner, or you may discover something within yourself and you're like, nah, no way, like that is not gonna fly. It might not even be the essence of discovery rather, but actually how much more are you gonna put up with it? And you are drawing that line for reals. And this is not an energy that is really like enjoyable, but it's the one that's like, okay, put your head down and do what you gotta do. We all are feeling the necessity of that. Because if we don't make that change, then our life is always going to be what it's going to be. And we know intrinsically that if we don't deal with it, we're just going to have to deal with it later on. So you might as well just rip off the Band-Aid now and get it over with. Some of you, it's not even bad stuff. It's just like, I need to change this behavior. Some of you, it's just like, oh God, I finally have to like have that talk with my boss, or I finally have to really figure out a way to take my career to the next level, right? Like there can be really positive manifestations of this stuff too. So please don't think that it's all like, oh, I'm breaking up or whatever, because it's absolutely not the case. The next card we got is the Hierophant, which is such a powerhouse energy. This is a card of your soul. Okay, this is like the internal soul that is inside of you that has this purpose and has this mission, right? You formed a kind of contract and here you are clicking into alignment. And it could just be in one small little thing in your life where it's like, okay, beep, we make this adjustment. And the eclipse season is always a time of adjustment. It's where we're allowed to purge. It's where we are allowed to set new intentions. We're allowed to clear out the space to make room for the new stuff. So we make the adjustment, and then the universe kind of has to say, okay, well, that adjustment's been made, and so let's bring the energy in as needed. So this is you being like, yeah, I'm making adjustments. Fine, great. all the more power to the people who are consciously making adjustments too. Drawing the line. So I posted on my Instagram the other day that the universe loves when we look at it like straight in the face and say, do you want to play a game? And I kind of feel like a lot of people are doing that. Do you want to play a game? I dare you, right? To dare the universe to give you something, or to dare the universe to open up a path, or to dare the universe to give you a struggle so that you can prove that you've made it, or whatever your whole thing is. And then the Eight of Coins comes in and says, here's the work. And we all know that life is work, that we always have to do the things, we have to learn the lessons. It's not like actual work, but it's the inner work, it's the soul work, it's the journey, it's the path, it's the ascension process. And you seem to be more than willing. And in order to make space for that, you're like really, it's like out with the old. Because I'm creating new. And I've been saying for months now that 2019 is like the year of creation. Like, because we went through all the crap already, and now we've learned so much that it's like we can use all of that stuff to create beautiful things. We can write the books, we can write the plays, we can paint those paintings, and we can, perform that dance and do that choreography and make those videos and those pictures. And like, we can do all of this stuff now because you've already done all the pain kind of thing. And like, we're over it. Like, I dare you, universe. Let's get successful. Do you want to play a game? Because I'm going to start treating this life like a game. And some of us may still struggle with that. We may still feel, the weight of obligation, the weight of societal expectations. Clearly, society is playing a part. This is a card of institutions, period. So however you define that, your marriage, your educational systems, your cultural, your national systems, like whatever it is. Simply by being an American, you have certain things versus if you are, South African, it's so different. So there's that. Like, what is your society? What is your culture? What is your nation? And I think a lot of people are breaking free from that and finding fearlessness. Like, who cares what my society thinks? Like, I'm going to be living a fearless life because I want to contribute to the fearlessness of humanity. It's all very high level. I know. It's big. It's eclipse season. It's Capricorn season. I mean, what can we expect? We're moving into Aquarius season. It gets big, guys. Aquarius season gets big. We step into Aquarius. We step into Pisces. These are the two signs of the Zodiac that takes it out of the individuality and expands it. Capricorn is the last sign where it's truly like about you. And Aquarius is like, humanity. And Pisces is like, the oneness of the universe. I mean, it's like really big notches step forward. So we're taking it to that next level. Yes. Why not? The more we can all start living like our own happiness is contributing to the happiness of humanity, the better. The Five of Coins. What loss is being incurred right now? What is the struggle? What is the strain? What is the turbulence? Okay, so you have turbulence. Who cares? Because look what's on the other side of it. It's fine. Who cares? Right? If you have to incur some kind of an expense, the money will come back to you 100%. If you have to take some kind of a loss, if you have to drop some kind of project that you felt passionate about, it is okay. It will come back to you. There is no stress here. Push through, fine. Drop out, fine. Who cares? The only person that really cares is your ego. That's really it. That's the only one that really cares. But if you make the change you need, or if you power through, or if you face the fear, you have that individual breakthrough or whatever it is, this is what happens. There's a sense of fulfillment here. Every single person is going to be on their own journey, and they're going to have their own way of interpreting this, which makes the collective consciousness readings a little bit challenging. But I think it's good for you to look within and be like, okay, how does this really apply to me? And what does this Ace of Cups really mean for me? Because like for me, this is happiness, and not even like happiness, like, yay, I'm so happy, but peace. For me, this card represents stillness. It represents an essence of being, of no matter what the heck is going on the outside world, you know that it's all going to be okay. And there is so much faith in that. Like I've been saying recently, to have faith in that the way you have faith in gravity, to have faith in your guides, have faith in the higher power, have faith in the universe the way you have faith in gravity, that there's never any worry. Not that I know, we're all human, I know. But what does the Ace of Cups mean for you? What does it mean? Some of you, it is love, romance. Others of you, it is a creative project. It is something that you can put your hands on and you can see the finished product. What did I say? It's a time of purging, and how cleansing that is. It's not a time for new things to really come. Well, it's a little contradictory. I get that. This is like an external thing. This is more of an internal thing. Okay? This is that Page of Cups is external. You will need to find the internal peace, the internal fulfillment, the internal joy, the internal flow before the external stuff can really come. And before that stuff can really come, you have to purge it. All right? It's fine. Just if you can figure out how to let it go. And I did a whole like little podcast on how trivial, like this concept of observing your thoughts and just let it go, you know, how trivial these phrases are, but it's really the only way to say it. Like there is no language to really say it. Otherwise, you have to just let it go. See the forest, right? Not the individual trees. See the forest. See how beautiful life is, and see all the amazing things that are still there to be grateful for. Because no matter how much shifting is going on, there is still so much to be grateful for. Without a doubt, there is still so much. And it is through gratitude, which is one of the highest vibrational emotions that we can have. If you can instill within yourself a culture of gratitude, so that when your pituitary gland is creating chemicals and chemical molecules or emotional molecules, right? Those molecules go and attach to the receptors on your cells. And the cells, as they reproduce according to the information that they're given. So if you are exuding, gratitude, that's the molecule that attaches to your cells. And when your blood replenishes like every 2 months, like that emotion becomes addictive. I would rather you get addicted to gratitude than to depression, So the more and more gratitude you can have, the more gratitude courses through your body. This is called you tapping into the abundance frequency. And that is when the Ace of Cups becomes really possible. That is how you are controlling your destiny, quote unquote. It's how you're controlling your life by saying, I am grateful for everything I have. I am currently abundant. No matter what happens, I am grateful. And you find that stillness and you find that sense of whatever shall be, shall be. I'm not talking about like solipsism where you just sit and meditate your problems away. Like, no, of course, there's still action that needs to be taken. There are still words that need to be spoken. There are changes on the external world that need to be made. You make them, but inside you're still like at peace. Make the decisions that give you the most peace, right? Big reading. I kind of knew it was going to be a big reading. It's just big, just a lot. So I'm going to be doing the monthly readings this month, a little bit sooner, hopefully. Simply to just help through the last part of this eclipse season, and as we make our way into Aquarius season. I think Aquarius season is going to be much more, I'm not going to say relaxed, but it's going to be more of a straight shot, right? Because this is the time you're doing the resetting. So it's like, okay, well, now let's start getting back to equilibrium a little bit. So it'll be a little bit better. So, okay. All right, you guys, I wish you nothing but the best. Good luck. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.